2020 is being touted as the year of the woman, and the Tampa Museum of Art is celebrating with a special exhibit. Here to tell us more is Joanna Rabatha. Welcome back. How have you been?
Thank you, Natalie. It's always great to be here.
I was kind of joking with Nancy, your PR. Every time I see press release, I'm always seeing your name. I know we're all busy, but you are definitely busy this time of year, right?
We're very busy. Fortunately, I love what I do, so it's always great to come back and talk about our exhibitions.
Well, lots going on with the museum. I'm so happy I was actually able to attend the 100-year celebration, which is kind of all-encompassing this year, right?
It's a huge year for the Tampa Museum of Art. Not only are we celebrating our 100th anniversary, but we're celebrating the year of the woman. So the show I'm bringing to you today is in celebration of that 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote through an exhibition that looks at women photographers.
I'll say lots of 100-year celebrations. This is a biggie. Let's talk about the exhibit a little bit. Let's talk about who's involved in it, what people can expect.
Well, we're really grateful that the Bank of America collection has kindly lent this show through their Art in Their Communities program. And they have a wonderful collection of women photographers. There are over 100 works of art by over 100 photographers over a 100-year period. I'm sorry, not 100 photographers, but 100 works of art.
That's impressive too, of course, being able to get this exhibit. And let's talk about anyone stand out, any photographer that really has caught your eye, so to speak?
What's great about the show and what I love about it is that there are a number of works that I think will be really familiar to the audience.
Really?
For example, there's a great picture by Dorothea Lange, and then some other by contemporary artists who I love as well. So it's a great kind of canonical history of photography.
Let's talk inspiration a little bit. And I love the fact that you're going to be able to see pieces that you may recognize. That makes it a little more attainable, a little more accessible for the public who might not be familiar with the museum, right?
Absolutely. So I think what's really great about the show is that people really understand photography. With your iPhone, anybody can be a photographer, and you can see how photography has evolved from the dawn of the 20th century up to the present. So it's really a show that I hope people really find interesting and accessible, and just, see some old favorites, but also discover a new photographer they might not have known.
I love that. I love that. And I was going to say, we were going to take a look at some of the pictures too. You mentioned ones that have been able to stand out. What are some of the other ones that you think people will kind of get a buzz about?
There are beautiful portraits by the contemporary artist Reineke Dijkstra that I think are really fantastic, that show a young man over a period of 3 years. And it's great to see how, just with the camera, how you can see how someone might have changed over a short period of time. Some of the other works I really like are from the 1930s, 1940s by Berenice Abbott. Her kind of homage to New York City and the beauty of the streets of New York from all different angles, from street side to looking at the skyscrapers at night. So there's just really a lot of inspiring and beautiful works in the show.
I've gotten to learn so much from you and gotten to learn so much about the museum, that the work is always so varied. You've got the photography in this exhibit, but again, that's just one example. That's got to be so exciting for you and so exciting to the people of Tampa Bay that we can enjoy so many different forms of artwork.
It's really great. I mean, for example, our collection, the Modern Contemporary Collection, has a wonderful selection, wonderful holdings in photography. So this exhibition really complements what we have in our own collection. So you get to see just a great variety of artworks and artists.
Not to mention in a beautiful building and a beautiful location as well that you're able to have.
Absolutely, we're really fortunate.
Well, we are fortunate that you've become a friend of our show. I
Thank
love
you
when
so
you're
much.
here. Thank you
Love
for
coming.
being here. There's the information so you can see the exhibit now.